Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Keep the Passion podcast, where we talk about keeping the passion alive throughout all the ups and downs of life, especially our 20s, as we are both in our 20s. Today, we're going to be talking about mindset and giving you guys some tips to revamp your mindset. Um, if you're working on having a more positive mindset or whatever it is, we're going to give you guys some good tips on that. So, to start, we're going to define mindset. So, mindset is a fixed attitude, disposition, or mood. Um, I feel like keyword in there is fixed, right?
Constant.
Yeah, like it's a constant thing, and I feel like if we don't pay attention to our mindset, then it's going to stay fixed because, what's that term?
What?
Like energy, like kinetic energy and stuff like that. And
Momentum?
no, kinetic energy, potential energy. And potential energy is not going to move. It's not going to change until something pushes it or forces it to change, right? So I think when it comes to our mindset, it's the same type of thing, right? We have to we have to be intentional. Like I feel like being intentional is that change that gets that potential energy, that fixed mindset to move and shift into something better. So, today we're going to go on and dive into that. So we're going to talk about a period of time where our mindset, or actually, no, let's talk about the importance of mindset first. Starting with Kelvin, why do you think why is mindset so important in life?
I did take notes.
Okay.
Well, because exactly what the definition is. A fixed attitude, disposition, or mood. It's how you kind of walk through life and how you make decisions.
Yeah.
Right. To make decisions and choices and that ultimately, is gonna have an outcome whether you like it or not. So
Yeah.
that's why it's important, because if you have a negative mindset, or there's something that's like, kind of in your mind that hinders you, even though maybe that's just kind of false, then you're going to make decisions based off of that.
Yeah.
And they might, the outcome might not be the best. Then if you have a good mindset, a positive mindset, where you're like, maybe, I can do this, I can, accomplish this certain thing, then you're going to make decisions based off of that. Mm-hmm. And ultimately you're going to, accomplish whatever, hopefully, because you have a good mindset.
Okay. That's essentially what I have written here. Okay. I have that it plays a significant role in determining like all the outcomes in life, and that it's a lens like through that we look through everything with, pretty much. And what did I say? Oh yeah, and I said that it affects how you interact with everything. And what did I say? Hold up. Yeah. Let me read my notes real quick. I said, and how you interact with things determines what you get back from them. So, I just gave a couple of examples. And I say, what did I say? Oh yeah, like how well we like how well we pick up new skills, or if we try at all. Because there's a lot of people that won't even try because they don't think that they're good at something. Or if we can build like a savings, or if we can build wealth, or whatever kind of, whatever we imagine wealth to be, or if we can, achieve making, 6 figures a year. Like that's like, I feel like that's kind of, that our mindset kind of affects if we're able to do that. Or like it's if you can build your dream house one day, like something like that too. Like, I mean, it's simple things also, but I always think about the big things.
Yeah.
Because once you count yourself out, you're not even going to give yourself the option to even figure out the options and plan to achieve what you want. So yeah,
that's true.
So yeah, I would say that's why mindset's so important, because you want to you have to have the right outlook on things, because otherwise you're just gonna kind of wallow through life. And then also, like, you might not live up to your true potential and your true greatness because you might not have the right mindset about something. So yeah. So when was there a period of time where our mindsets were detrimental to, what we were trying to achieve?
Okay, this one was hard for me because I wouldn't say there was a period of time. I feel like it mainly
Or
comes in
just
like
an
waves
example.
and moments
Yeah.
for me.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I have some. I mean, I have some things that we talked about in a previous episode, which is, what did we talk about last?
Narrative.
Yeah, the narratives. I feel like a narrative is kind of like a mindset. So like you have like a mindset, like I have like shy, the mindset, or scarcity mindset, and I have here, people need to be what I want them to be. As a mindset. I feel like all of those have been detrimental to me at one point or another.
In what ways?
The shy thing, of course, like that has just affected how I interact with people, and I feel like the results that I might get from a certain event or something, because I have labeled myself as shy, and yeah.
Yeah,
so
you go
I go into it with the mindset that I can't talk to people. People don't think I'm interesting, whatever it is.
Okay, those are good examples.
And as a result, I'm not getting what I could be getting out of something.
Those are good examples.
Scarcity mindset. I feel like that's something I've been trying to work through. I don't think I've broken through completely to the other side yet, but that's a mindset I feel like it's been like ingrained in me since I can remember. And I don't think that served me well because I just don't think you allow yourself to see like the biggest picture when you're operating from a scarcity mindset. And then the idea that people need to be what I want them to be. I feel like there's certain mindsets that we have that we don't even really realize that we're operating in that mindset when it comes to like a certain situation. And I feel like for me, that's one of the things, like that I have these expectations of people, and like they have to fall into those expectations. And if they're not, then like, I don't know, I tend to just, I don't know, like I don't think that it brings the best version of me out. And I don't think it does anything to foster relationships in my life. So, and that's something that I feel like I've realized just this year. I've realized that, and I'm like, okay, we gotta change this. We gotta figure something else out. So,
okay, really good.
Yeah. Did you think of anything?
I think one mindset that I get into in moments is that I'm not successful. Right. Or I'm not accomplished. And those are definitely detrimental, obviously, to think that about yourself. Yeah.
I feel like one is like that. We don't have enough, or, like you never have enough of whatever you might need.
Yeah. Like
That's true too. That's scarcity mindset though.
Yeah, but it's still a mindset. It's
yeah.
I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough time. That's a good one too. Time. That makes me.
Oh yeah, your mindset around time. I think that. Oof.
Yeah, if you're always like, I don't have enough time, then you're always stressed out over the task that you have on hand. Whereas if you're just like, oh, I have plenty of time, then you're less stressed. You're like, okay, I can get all this done,
and you're more relaxed.
There's a
which helps you get things done.
A quote that I read that says, "Nature doesn't rush, yet everything gets done."
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of relates to the time aspect. It's like there's plenty of time for you to get everything done, relax. So yeah, those are good ones.
Yeah,
I don't know why
I think the time one is huge because I like even just like just like in our day to day, but also with like our goals. It's like, oh, I'm running out of time. Like if I want to be somewhere by the time I'm 30, which I have certain goals by the time I'm 30. It's like I don't have enough time. Like I just like I feel like I'm not gonna make it to where I'm trying to be. Yeah, time is definitely
your mindset around that can definitely be like stress you out because it's not even it's like you've set that goal, so it's like if you don't reach those things in a certain amount of time, it's okay, you know. But if you have the mindset that's like, oh my god, I have to, you know, I don't have enough time, I have to reach this by this time, then you know that's really stressful. So
yeah, and stress takes a toll on your body, so you know it's not good to
then you start to
yourself
eat and
yeah, stress eating or whatever. There's so many
drinking or whatever.
Yeah, that's a little. I mean, do we have any more? I don't think I have any more questions about mindset.
Well, I had one. I wanted to kind of outline what the characteristics of a good mindset are to have.
You should have told me this before we got in here.
It's okay.
Okay, the characteristics of a good mindset to have. Okay.
So the first ones I have are like being open to ideas is a good mindset to have that. You know, not everything has to be this certain way. And I thought of that because I thought of
I like that one.
I thought of kind of like how like when I graduated college, I wanted to get a job, and that was it. I wanted to get a job. I'm like, I need to get a job. I need to get a job.
Yeah.
And even though we had like KK cheesecakes and stuff, I was very distracted, and you know, I still kind of am. But I think you have to have the mindset that things don't have to be this one linear way that you're trying to, you know, achieve something. Yeah. You have to be open to different, you know, different methods, different routes, and that life is going to take you.
Yeah.
And the other one is lessons, you know, that come with failure, you know, not thinking of failure as, you know, this horrible, you know, thing that just kind of destroys everything.
Yeah.
Like there's lessons to it, and everything that you do in life is kind of just like you're learning something. It's really not like that you're failing at something. You're really just learning.
Yeah, I would say like I said, you know, people say like take the L or whatever. Like the L is a lesson. It's not. Yeah. It's not lost. It's a lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson.
What else?
That every day is an opportunity, and every day presents opportunities.
Yes,
is a good mindset. So not waking up every day and thinking, "Oh my god, I have to do another day of this." Like I have to go work again. I have to go pick up the kids again, or whatever. You know, kind of thinking that every day is a new opportunity.
Yeah, and what do they say? Like thinking, like saying like, not I have to do this. I get to do this. That's like one thing that I see like all over the place, which is actually good. It's a good way to like kind of subtly practice gratitude, which I think is another attribute of a healthy mindset.
Yeah,
is to be thankful.
Yeah. That's all I have about that one.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay.
So 5 things. So now we have so 5 things. I don't know if you have 5 things, but I think I have like 4 or 5. So what are some tips that you can start doing, or practical steps, practical things you can start doing to revamp your mindset and like, you know, shift your mindset? Yeah.
Okay, so the first one I say is journal. I think I say this in like so many episodes that we have, is to journal, like is to get it out of your head, you know. I don't know, there's just so many benefits of journaling to me. I just think it helps you not to be so overwhelmed and like stressed about certain things. And also this is a cliche one, but do things that bring you joy every day. I think I see that everywhere. It's like do something every day that makes you happy. So don't get caught up in like the day to day of like, you know, I'm just kind of going throughout life and just like, just to pay bills and you know what I mean? Actually make sure you're intentional about doing something every day that makes you happy.
Yeah. Or just gives you like positive feelings.
Yeah.
Like it can be like, I mean, like depending on what your mindset is now, like what you're trying to shift, like it could be something that brings you joy or something that makes you proud, or what's another word?
It just gives you, like you said, just brings some kind of positive emotion to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
So that's 2. So 3 is, well, I have the first step is actually recognizing that you have a certain mindset about something and recognizing that you want to change it. That's my first step. That's not my first tip, but that's like the first step. And then change what you consume. So like I've put, like that includes like reading. I think reading like a really good book, especially a mindset based book or self-help, self-growth, personal development books, I think are really great. And then listen to content that's uplifting, or watching content that's uplifting or thought-provoking, especially thought-provoking, I think. Remember what we said earlier about mindset being a fixed narrative, or what do we say? A fixed what?
Yeah.
A fixed attitude or whatever. Like you gotta get something thought-provoking to kind of get that movement. So yeah, that's one of mine.
Yeah, and to add to that, that could be the music you listen to, the shows you watching on TV.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All of that,
all of it.
Watching the news like every single day in the morning. That's put you in a bad mindset.
Yeah.
I also have to. This kind of goes both ways. To remind yourself of your affirmations. I know it's corny to do affirmations, whatever, but it actually helps when you wake up and either wake up and say your affirmations, or when you get in a certain mood, then you remind yourself of them. Or it could even be one of your favorite quotes, or your favorite Bible verse, whatever. Like when you get into this, headspace that's, not beneficial, then to remind yourself of those things.
And also, in those moments too, just practicing gratitude, I feel like helps.
Yeah, that too.
Like telling yourself what you're thankful for.
Yeah,
what you do have.
There's one tip that I heard of, like, and this one was like with your favorite Bible verses, write it in like a little index card thing that you can like flip through. You know what I mean? Write your favorite ones there that really help you to stay in a positive mood.
And they sell affirmation cards.
Oh yeah, they do
too.
So like, lots of places.
If you are someone who struggles to like think of affirmations or whatever, like they literally sell these things. Like they literally sell decks of cards now that have affirmations on them.
Or they have
affirmations.
Apps.
Yeah, or apps.
Daily affirmations of a goddess or something like that.
Exactly.
They literally have apps that send you affirmations.
Yes,
daily.
Exactly. So if you struggle to think of it yourself, go get an app. Go buy the deck of cards. They have affirmation journals. Just there's resources. Okay.
Yeah. To add to the one I just said too. So starting your day with something that brings you joy, whether it's an activity or even like journaling about your favorite quote.
Yeah.
Something I've been doing lately is like, why are you smiling like that?
Nothing on.
Is getting up in the morning and, instead of getting on your phone or, doing whatever little tasks that you do in the morning that aren't really the most important thing to do early in the morning, I've like started to get up in the morning and like try to find a good quote, maybe based on something that's, affecting me, on clarity or kind of like struggling. For example, I found a good little Bible quote about like perseverance and stuff, and how it kind of builds character to go through certain things.
I find it's kind of like a devotional.
Yeah, but it could be a Bible quote. It could be
that's what I'm saying. Devotionals don't have to be like biblical related or anything. Like it's like journaling about a certain topic is doing a devotional.
Yeah, and journal about it.
Yeah,
don't just say the quote and look at it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
journal about it and how
Actually
it kind of
think
applies
on
to your
it.
to your life. So
Yeah,
that's my last kind
I
of
like
tip.
that. I like that one because that kind of goes with something I have, which is setting time aside to get quiet and listen, or just like enjoy like.
Describe what you mean by get quiet and listen.
Well, I'll explain that afterwards.
Okay.
So like just setting time aside, like doing something in the morning that you really like going on a nice walk if you enjoy that. Or I mean, like I used to just, I like to get up in the morning and sit outside and have some tea or whatever, sit on the bench. I can't wait till we move so I can do that again. But setting time aside to get quiet and listen, I feel like, so this is like the less practical steps, I think, is the mindfulness aspect of mindset. What do I mean by that? I mean, just like, I don't know, like I don't really know how to explain that. Get quiet and listen. I don't know. I think you gotta listen and sit with your thoughts and sit with yourself. And when we're constantly doing stuff throughout the day or on our phones or whatever we do, all the distractions that come with daily life, like I feel like you have to take a little bit of time, like maybe once a week, go on a nice long walk or something, or get in nature and allow yourself to really sit, like listen to your thoughts and
I think I know what you're saying.
Not be distracted. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, because with all the things that you do, it's kind of numbing. You're just going throughout life, and you're not really like sitting with yourself and asking yourself like how you feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're like ignoring something.
Yeah, like how do you feel about something? Like let's say something something minor, like kind of like ticked you off or whatever. Like it kind of upset you during the week, but you didn't even get a chance to sit with that like feeling because you have so many things to do during your daily life. So like I think just taking a couple of hours or even just an hour out of the whole week and reflecting on certain points of your week, that I think that's helpful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then our last tip, I have writing a mission statement or a goal in regard to your mindset, and then any like just asking yourself, like if you're doing something that like attributes to that mindset, like we said before, like there's like a fork in the road. You can choose to be how you are already being and act in that character, or you can choose to take a different path and I guess do something that feeds that mindset that you are trying to achieve. So, and I think just being aware and asking yourself when you're in a situation helps. So,
yeah.
Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Keep the Passion. If you did, or if you know anyone that would enjoy this episode, then make sure you share it with them. Go on and hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us a review and a star rating. It really helps us out, and it helps people find us, and other people get to, listen to us and hopefully be inspired. So, have a great week, and make sure you guys stay prosperous, stay purposeful, and most importantly, stay passionate. We'll see you guys next week.